Good morning guys, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming, having a look at the seasonal championships for the autumn season in Forza Horizon 4. I'm on to Sinatra style, and we're going to start off at the Ambleside circuit, which is a pain in the backside, but this is Sinatra style. It's a road racing event for vehicles A class and the classic racers category. And a lot of these are not cheap, but I've gone for a Ferrari Mondial because it's the cheapest car which is eligible, and even though it's 1 million credits on the auto show, it can be picked up for about 110,000 credits on the auction house. And for this event, you've got the Ambleside Village circuit, which is probably the most irritating circuits in the game, followed by DERWENT Reservoir Sprint, and then Greendale Club Circuit. So I'm going to get into this one, and you've got a bit of spiel from Kira. Yes, I've signed up for Autumn Championships and this, that and the other. Yes, we see it every week. And this is the cars which are eligible. The Mondial, the Stradale, the Ferrari, GT Le Mans and 300 SL. Basically, these are what's available that I own, although I do have others in higher classes. But I'll go for this one. I've stuck the tune up on screen for you guys, so you've got the share code and you can put that in and find this tune. If you search in my creator, as always, it's going to be LostPhoenixUK, and that'll come up with this. So let's make a start and let's get into this and have a look at this nightmare of a road racing circuit. So with this one, I'll show you the difficulties. You've got highly skilled, which you need to complete the event. Everything else is up to you. I've got traction stability on. I'm being a bit of a noob because this car is quite slidey and this circuit is very, very tight. So we'll make a start on this one. This is an absolute horrendous circuit. I bloody hate it. And it's all corners, no straights, and it's very difficult to get around here. And when you're playing against highly skilled opponents, they're all on rails and they corner perfectly every single time, no problems. The cars don't skid out. It's generally a pain in the backside because with this, they drive perfectly and you have to drive very sensibly, very slowly, and it's just, to me, this is really difficult. And the thing about these championships is I'm in first at the moment, and if I do, oh, thank you for ramming me, you idiot. And if I do end up in second, and again, you've rammed me, you little dickhead. And if I do end up in second, at least as long as I get first in the other events, I'll be okay. And this is actually a struggle because the speed you have to do this at is a lot slower than what the driver cars do. And I really, it's one of those things where when you see on the championship thing that this circuit's come up, you just think, oh no, this is going to be a nightmare. But I'm having a go at it. I'm in first. I just need to keep going round and not end up losing position, because the other two, I'll guarantee, are going to be a lot easier than this one. All bloody corners. This is literally designed by, I don't know how to design this, but it really is a pain in the backside because you can't really get your speed up, but the driver task can. And I've managed to get a little bit of space between us, but it is difficult. This is actually really difficult for me. One more lap and I can basically tell it to go away and I don't have to worry about it ever again. Well, until the next time it turns up in the championship, of course. But no, for cars, I probably would have picked the Stradale, the Alpha for this one, but I'm trying to keep the cost down on these because when I make these videos, I'm recommending cars to you, I'm recommending tunes, and I'm certainly not going to be going, oh, it's okay, I've got almost max credits, right, yeah, 10 million for a car, that's nothing. But a lot of you guys who are buying this game or playing this game for the first time, or you're new to it because you've picked it up off Game Pass, you can get 10 million credits. That's like, you know, a complete fortune compared to what you've got already. And I try and go for the cheap options, and this car, even though it's 1 million on the auto show, if you look on the auction house, you can pick it up for about 100,000, 120,000 credits. So that's basically it, guys. That's through the line, no particular problems. So what I'll do is I'll move on to the next event. So that's that one out of the way. That's a pain. But if you pop the map up, you've got these events in white, which is the DERWENT Reservoir Sprint, which is the next one, and have a search round, and I've got Greendale Club Circuit. So the ones in white, after you start a championship, are the ones you need to complete that championship. The other ones you see around in red are different championships. So what you do is you do your first one, and then you look for these white ones. And once you've completed these white ones and become top of the championship, that's when you get your rewards unlocked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Derwent Reservoir Sprint because it's closest to me. So I'll fast travel over there, and then I can get into that event and work my way through the championship. So we're here now at Derwent Reservoir Sprint, Sinatra style. I want to continue the championship, and I'll go for the Mondial again. I could go for Stradale or Mondial, I'm not entirely sure. But it doesn't really make too much difference, I don't think, because they're both pretty decent tunes. The only thing is the acceleration on that one. But I'll go for the Mondial because this is what I'm recommending to you guys. So I'll make a start on this one. Derwent Reservoir Sprint. I've turned the assists off. Well, I've turned the stability off anyway. Hopefully taking corners a little bit better. And I do like the sprint events on this because you're not messing around too much with silly corners. Although I am sliding a bit, maybe the stability off probably wasn't a good idea on this car, but never mind. But I'm into first place. Avoid the trees. So you don't like trees. No. I seem to be magnetised to trees on this game, which is not good. Although I did quite well at doing the playground games, custom blueprints, the Forest Frenzy, and the tree dodging simulator. Did quite well on that, I think, and didn't hit too many trees along the way. So that was quite good. But normally playing, I am magnetised to every tree you can find, which is not a good thing. Total drift around the corner and keep going. Hopefully you can't really hear the clicks too loudly of my controller buttons because they are a pain, but unfortunately they're quite difficult to get rid of. I'm not quite sure how like streamers and stuff actually do it, how they get rid of it. I've tried messing around with noise gates and stuff in my editing software, but it doesn't really help, but we'll see. But coming around here, 49%, brake, take the corner nicely, and keep going. And coming up now, so my voice is going a bit, even though I'm starting to recover from that cold I've got. I'm still a bit croaky, and my voice does go every so often, so that's basically what's the reason why I sound a bit funny sometimes. Through the water, a little brake. These old cars, these classic racers, are actually quite slidey, and I've put an all-wheel drive tune on this as well to give it a bit more stability. And it's still quite crazy, but it's doing the job. I'm in first place. I've got a bit of distance between myself and whoever is in second place. And this looks like a pretty straightforward championship. Now I've got that circuit race, that Ambleside circuit, out of the way. See the finish line on the mini map. Definitely drifty. It's just a very drifty car. But never mind. Come out and hit the wall. I don't really care at this point. This is like a really bad exhibition of driving. Come on, don't hit the wall. Come on, and through the line. Fantastic. Probably the worst examples of driving in a long time, but I rate box fair enough. So you have a calm box and an irate box. Okay. What's an irate box? Is it a box which just shouts randomly at you as you walk by? Well, I don't know. But I've got my 20 points for that one, which gives me 40. Which means on the next event, I only need to get second in order to complete the championship. And with that, I will pop the map up once it finishes the animation. And I see I'm right next to it. Brilliant. This is why I've gone from there to over here to up here. It flows quite nicely. So it's a circuit event, but it's a bit more reasonable than the Ambleside. So we're here now, Greendale Club Circuit, the third and the final race in the Sinatra style seasonal championship. So complete this and I'll get the Porsche, I'll get the 25,000 credits, and I'll get the 15,000 credits. So hit continue, go for the Mondial, and let's go. I really need to change this chicken dance emote. I've had this on for ages, but a lot of the emotes are a bit cringy. But it is sort of fun in a way, right, to have this chicken dance on, because when you do the online stuff and you're in the lobbies, you're doing that, and it's just like, what's this person doing? But let's go. 3 laps. Come on. Stop blocking me. Stop blocking me. Come on. I know you're on rails, but stop blocking me. Right. Bit round. And through there. You can drift around these corners quite nicely, but unfortunately, I'm crap at drifting. And you end up getting slowed down quite a lot when you do it, which probably isn't ideal when you're driving against highly skilled drivatars. Got this one down here. It's giving it a bit more brake as I go round. A little bit of drift. Everyone crowding behind me. When I get in straight, I'll pull the reverse camera up and have a look. Oh, that lagged a little bit. But going round, I only have to do a couple more laps after this, and I'm away. So I'm not doing too badly on this one. This is definitely a nicer circuit than the first one. Hit the brakes. So I have to be a bit more gentle on this. Drift it. Although trying to drift with traction control on is probably not the cleverest thing to do, but on the other hand, if I turn it off, I'm probably going to be spinning around in a circle in this car. Round, 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 a bit too much speed. Hit the brakes. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes. And go from there. So this is a sort of new way I'm making some videos. I'm recording them sort of live. While I'm recording them, I'm actually doing the audio live with it rather than in sort of post-production, which I think sort of captures it a bit better. And I'm going, come on, get around the corner, get around the corner. It's sort of all like genuine because this is what's going through my head, you know. Not sitting there going, what can I say? What can I say about this bit? What's my sort of commentary? Considering I know what's coming up next. With this, I don't know what's coming up around the next corner at all. I'm just going, right, okay, I'm going to get round here. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I might spin it out. I might crash into something. A car might suddenly come flying up from behind and past me. I actually don't know. And this is sort of a bit more authentic when it comes to the commentary. And going round, there's not a lot I can say about this track, to be fair. It's just a big bloody circle and you're going round and round and round and round, but get in there, get it done, and I can move on to the next championship and get my seasonal completion percentages up and unlock myself some nice cars. So coming up towards the line, there they are behind me, absolutely hammering it, which is a pretty decent tune, albeit slightly slidey. And there you go, 20 points for a first place finish. That gives me 60 points in total, which is a clean sheet. And Sinatra style, complete. Third place against average, second against above, and first against highly skilled, which will give me the car, the Porsche 917 LH. It also gives me the 25,000 credits and the 15,000 credits. And there's that championship done. I'll have a quick skip through the XP and stuff like this. I've leveled up, so am I going to get a wheel spin out of this? Because sometimes it makes it take, sometimes not. Yes, it's making me take a wheel spin. Let's see what rubbish it gives me. A Supervan v Robin Reliant. Yeah. I think I'll sell it. It's got nothing in there. It's not worth putting on auction. The skills in there are not worth anything. I might as well just sell it. But that's that championship, guys. Brings me out at a Rail Yard Express, funnily enough. But that's that. I'll be moving on in a minute to another championship. And if you like what I'm doing, hit that like button, hit subscribe. I've got a lot of Forza stuff coming up next few days. There's a few things not related to the current playlist that I'm working on, so be sure to check those out. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching, take it easy and happy driving.